Man United 1, Brighton 3. Break that down, Chaz.
Shocking, absolutely shocking. I was a little bit surprised when the team news came. I was happy to see Xerxes playing. The team news came out, but some of the other selections I was a little bit surprised. I think we talked about this on Thursday, like Kobbie and Ugarte together with Dalot and Mazraoui as the wing backs.
As a four from right to left, it's not
good enough, because what a lot of teams do, because we've got two in midfield, they tend to sort of focus on packing the midfield area and they put a lot of bodies in there. So then that means United have to find solutions out wide. And then you look out wide, Mazraoui I think he's a great footballer, but I've said this for a while now, he's not a wing back. That's not where his quality is. Like a right centre back or emergency left centre back cover. We saw that at Arsenal away in the league. I think he played in there. Fine.
Or cover a normal right back.
Yeah, or not in a
cover,
back in a four maybe.
Yeah.
But that is not his area. I mean, Dalot I've always said Dalot's a little bit better suited because his engine is slightly better, but still, it's not all you want in the long term. And then Kobbie and Ugarte. I mean, Ugarte. There's many issues with Ugarte. He gets caught non-goal side a lot of times, so he doesn't protect the goal side.
Because he's always trying to nip in and get it.
But he needs to hold back. And in absolute terms, you'll see he's won this many tackles, he's won this many duels in absolute terms. When you actually look at the percentages, he's winning just over 50%, like it's like 52% at the moment of his duels. But the stats don't tell the whole story. You've got to look at the technique, and he's going into duels with the wrong technique. He's trying to snap into things too eagerly, and he's getting spun so easily. He's getting caught out so often. He's getting a yellow card more or less in every game.
Yeah, and I don't know how he didn't. He should have got a yellow card on Estepinian, I think. And the ref just didn't give it.
Yeah, and the problem is when you keep getting bookings, it's hard to build that sort of stability in that partnership, because Ugarte is going off pretty much most games before 60-70 minute mark, and that's a massive issue, because you can't build that stability and that sort of spirit with your partner, if that makes sense. And again, Kobbie, I think, struggled today. That partnership just doesn't work. I think we talked like when it's not a compact game where backs behind the wall and we've got a compact shape, those two together does not work. So Amrim's going to have to come up with some solutions. I don't know whether Bruno drops deeper or Collier comes in or Casemiro comes in to add a bit more height in there, but we need to change that, because that does not work.
Yeah, because Amrim will obviously keep believing in Ugarte. It's his guy.
Yeah.
You know. But like you said, there's limited options. Like, because do you go Collier and Ugarte? That's not great. Who's going to get on the ball? Mainu and Collier, you're going absolutely not. You're not really feeling that. Yeah. Bruno and Collier, it's not. There's a mismatch whichever way around, and that's concerning. Wing backs, again, like you said, cannot create. And this is the team that we are. Like, if we play against any good football side, good football team, this is the result we'll probably see. Yeah,
and I think what we've got to try and do for now is, I think we know at the moment Joshua Xerxes is playing better than Rasmus Højlund.
Absolutely, simple.
So we need to put Joshua Xerxes in the games, like the more important games he needs to start. The more important games for us are probably the Europa League. Like, we need to, on Thursday, it's a crucial game. It'll be a tough game here with the support they'll bring. I think at least 4 more points will definitely get us the top 8, I believe. So I think as long as we get at least a point, but I think we really could do with a win on Thursday and at least a point in Romania. But Xerxes is the option there. So then we need to make sure we play to his strengths. And how do you play to his strengths? You need at least one more direct runner next to Xerxes, because when he brings it down, there's many occasions, like today, he brought it down and he was thinking, well, who's actually running? Yeah. So Garnacho's not been playing great. I know that, but we need somebody of a more direct profile on that left-hand side of Xerxes, I think, or the right-hand side, whichever way you want to put it, just so that we can maximise Xerxes' strengths. And I think for now, in these types, when we're not playing the absolute top of the division, we need Ahmad at wing-back, because we've got nobody who can get us up the pitch. We talked about this against Kyle Walker-Peters on Thursday. When teams are forcing us to play around the press, you need players in those positions that can get us up the pitch. And Dalot,
individually. And
Dalot's
he did sometimes in the first 10 minutes. He, like, you know that little Dalot spin he does.
Yeah, he does that little, and it does actually.
He did it on on Minter twice, and you go, tell you what, couple of there you go, Dalot. And then it just fades.
Now and again, Dalot can do something, but it's not
the same move he done on Trent. Isn't it? He always does that move.
Yeah, but I think we need Ahmad there for now in those type of games where we need that outlet. Obviously, when you're playing the top sides and you want a bit more security, perhaps. But again, you look at saying more security. I mean, Mazraoui, got really hurt by Mitoma today.
yeah.
I mean, on the back post for that goal, and again, that was Ugarte.
Nice.
That was Ugarte getting spun by Ayari, by the way, and then Dalot maybe could block the cross a little bit better, and then it comes into the back post. So, yeah, I think structurally we're still not where we want to be. Amorim is sort of getting his ideas across, but also the personnel. I think we're seeing clear
profile, isn't it? It just isn't there. Are you just anticipating just more pain, more of this? Like we've, not really anything you could. You talk about internal solutions. Yes, you've noted some there, but I think your kind of underlining statement is basically until you can change the profile of what we've got, it's going to be a very, very tough season.
Yeah, it's because what we tend to do is we've done it for years. We keep signing players that they're really big and they can't play football, or they can play football and they can't tackle, they can't like Ugarte runs around and he will run around and get stuck into some duels, but he can't particularly pass the ball well. He won't score you a goal. He carries okay now and again, but again, you pay 50 million. I think it's 50 million euros up front. Like, that is not the quality you pay 50 million euros for.
And then you see a Belieber on their side, Ayari, it's always us.
I'm not just singling out Ugarte.
No,
I think Yoro as well has struggled.
He has.
But I've got a little bit more leniency because of his age, and especially 100%. I think it's harder coming in as a defender as well when you're an unsettled team.
Yeah.
And then Onana again, it's shocking. I mean, I don't really know how that sort of thing happens at this level.
Because that's him. He's just not good enough. Simple as that. In another 4 games, he will do that again. And then another 3 games after that, he will do that again. It's never going to go away from him. That's what I've learnt about Andre Onana. Great character, great man, speaks well and stuff, but has some flashes of good performances like he has done. I'm not going to take that away from him, but that as I call the bozo gene, like, he will always do that.
Yeah.
Not good enough.
And you see an interesting one today. Martinez obviously didn't play at all.
Yeah. Was he on the bench?
Yeah, he was on the bench. I think he warmed up a little bit, but he didn't play at all. So
and now, he hasn't been playing great.
Yeah, he's not been playing. But I'd be interested to know if is Amorim punishing him for the performance against Southampton and maybe wanting to go for a bit more physicality.
Yeah.
And then
which didn't work.
That's the problem. Like, we switched the top teams flex. They've got technical players who are also physical beasts.
Yeah.
They don't have to compromise one way or the other. We always have to think, well, Martinez, we need him to play on the left because he progresses the ball, but actually he can't head the ball and he physically gets out of muscle. So then we need De Ligt, but we bring De Ligt in, he can't progress the ball. So we're always going in this cycle where we're going physical for technical. We keep swapping them. We need players who can do both sides of the game well, and this is what the top teams do. You see the Brighton players, they can play, even like Dunk, Van Hecke, they can 100%. Play and they can challenge. Baleba, the same. You look at Arsenal, Liverpool, all these top sides, they've got players who can play but also physically win their duels and are strong.
Forest, everyone, any team that's good does what
Forest are the template. Look at their 2 centre-backs.
Exactly. Nice one, man.